Steve, you know you're checking out a cool little game. It's called WAVETAIL. Dude, I got hooked real quick with this one. It was a art style that I instantly fell in love with, and the story too. It reminded me of a game earlier this year that released called the Gunk, but it was it's a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more enjoyable, if I'm being completely honest. I've had a ton of fun jumping into this one. You are basically set up with this dark cloud comes through, and then it basically kind of encompasses everything, and you're out to revive it and revive the world around you. And the biggest highlight for me is the wave surfing, dude. Like, WAVETAIL puts you literally on the top of the water, and you're just gliding. I could literally, like, so you have like big checkpoints sometimes to go from one spot all the way across the water to the other. It's such a highlight. It is such a highlight. I'm like, yes, let's go. I'm hitting the water and I am gliding across, and then you're jumping off, hitting streams and these other little things that kind of gush you right through it. Dude, I'm having a blast. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the art direction. Man, I don't really have too much negative to say. I do have a couple little critiques that'll be coming up in a minute, but what did you think about it?
Oh, exactly like you. I actually finished it last night.
Nice.
And I have to say, when you start off, it's kind of comical, and the banter between your grandma and Sigrid, who's the main character.
Yeah.
But I have to say, when it gets a little bit further deeper in the game, it's like, ooh, it kind of, the story has a bit of a more of a darker twist to it, and a bit more poignant of the whole premises of the Gloom, and why the city is now underwater, and most of the people have vanished.
Yep.
And that is part of your job, and you have help with a kind of ghostly shadow that makes you walk on water. And I thought that was so cool.
Absolutely. The little hints that as you progress through the story, they kind of open these little pockets of what happened in the world, right? The little banter between your grandma, who's this crusty old lady, right? And I'm like, man, she really kind of nailed that particular character. It was really well done. But then as you go and explore, there's conversations, right, that just kind of carry on throughout the world. That opens up a little bit more about the story, a little bit more about the story. It doesn't give everything away right at the beginning, and it just lets you kind of progress through the story and then unfold and unravel what's going on. Why is this all doom gloom? Yeah, like you say, right? Why is the city underwater? And then dude, I really fell in love with the main character. Like, she's such a she has a heart of gold, right? She's just out there to help everybody and help free the world from everything and just make it all better. I love what I had to play. Small critique though, sometimes you get to jump on the boat with your grandma. Dude, it is janky. That is rough. When you jump on the boat, you're like, you're clearly not meant to be on the boat. Go back on the water. And away you go, right?
I had the same experience. I ended up jumping on the boat, and then you had like the interaction of the talking, which is text to talk and some bits voiceover, and hitting the X bit. But the problem was, because he was talking, I was still on the back of this boat, and it kept on going off, kept on drifting off, and then going X X X. By the time it finished, I was so far away from where my objective was. But then you still have the good fun of surfing. And we have to say, this is a platform adventure game as well, because there is a lot of platforms, jumping and traversing from point A to B, because you can get across the water a little bit quicker by using these, like, not teleportation, it's kind of like grapple hook, slingshot kind of things.
Absolutely. What do you think of the enemy AIs? I didn't find them all that difficult.
No, definitely not. No, they're very similar as well. There's nothing new. There's the two main ones, the ones that walk on the water, the long legs, kind of like War of the Worlds kind of thing. And then you just have like the blobs. But I did have some graphical issues because you're platforming, and sometimes for me, unfortunately, I didn't always hit the platform the first attempt, and I ended up falling over the side. And next thing, I'm in just like black gloop all around me. Really? And I found that you just kept jumping out, and then you just end up in the water. But I had massive graphic texture issues, and some camera angles as well when you're traversing from platform to platform. Yeah,
the camera angles could be a little be left to be desired at times, right? Sometimes it doesn't work, and you find this often with the platforming experience, that when you get into certain predicaments, that the camera angle just kind of bugs out on you. And yeah, there is definitely some of that here as well. Like I said, when you jump on the boat, man, that was really bad. But yeah, when you get into some of these other platforming mechanics, sometimes it doesn't really work out the best. But overall, man, that's what I said. Fell in love with the character. I fell in love with the art style, the direction of the game. Everything was just a heartfelt. It's one of those experiences that you can just go chill out for a couple hours and experience it. Experience a great game. Steve, you're gonna wrap this up, dude. What are you scoring this one?
I had a lot of fun. I'm glad I finished the story. I love the art style.
Yeah.
Big again for the voice actors. Again, make the characters believable. Brilliant storytelling. A few graphical issues. So I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. How about you?
Nice. I'm right there with you. Yeah. Well, a little bit higher. 8.5 for me. I had a great time. It's something I think everybody should check out. If you're looking for that warm, heartfelt experience, dude, I checked this one out. There are some moments, though, might make you a little kind of question what's going on. And I like that. It just gives a little bit of an extra bit to the story. Really cool.